to share with you a story to make you realize that you are capable of everything that you desire, everything you dream of, everything that you desire, you are so worthy of. And what's more, you are more capable than you realize. So let me tell you a story. Most people know me for my successes. They know me as a serial entrepreneur. They know me as the multiple six-figure businesswoman, the woman who's been in all the different sectors and smashes them all, the mum of two beautiful girls, the woman who never worries about stepping outside of the box, about throwing out the rule book and doing things my own way. Because I hate to be restricted. I hate to be told what to do. I like to make the rules. But what most people don't realize is that for 15 years of my life, I lived a double life. Because on the outside, I was the successful corporate businesswoman, right? I was the woman who was signing those blue chip clients, who was smashing the high-end meetings, who was winning awards for my accolades. But when I got home, I didn't recognize myself. I would get to my front door, and before I could even open it, my heart would be going, oh. My breath would be low, shallow. My hands would be sweaty. My eyes would be welling up. I would be fighting back the tears so my daughter didn't realize. And I was scared to open that door because I didn't know what would await me on the other side. And more often than not, it wasn't very nice. And then I remember the day that it all changed. I was sat at my dining table looking out at the window, and my daughter walks in on her phone. And she says, "Mum, Dad wants to talk to you." And in that moment, I kid you not, my heart fell out of my feet. Chest was pounding, sweat was like building, dripping off me, I'm sure. My brain was screaming, "Not again. I cannot do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Please, God, why? Why is my life like this? Every time I try to leave, why does this keep happening?" See, it wasn't long before that I had left for God knows how many the time, 100, who knows. But I was always pulled back through fear. Fear of change. Fear of the unknown. Fear of it being worse on the outside than it was on the inside. And in that moment, I looked at my daughter again. And something changed. It was like she was opening a door for me. And the look in her eyes was, "Mum, what's going on?" And in that moment, I realized that I was a bird who had been in a cage and didn't even realize that I had wings. I didn't even realize that I was in a cage. I didn't realize that I could experience something else because the cage that I was in was restricted, so small that I couldn't spread those muscles. I couldn't see what they could do for me. I couldn't experience how I was meant to live. And in that moment, my fear subsided and it changed and it transmuted and it turned into a fire. It turned into a rumbling, into a bubbling, into a burning that spread throughout my body, and it made me switch. And in that moment, I said to myself, no more will I be held back in this cage. No more will I give in to my own fear. No more will I keep my wings clipped. because my daughter was looking to me to be the example, to show her the kind of life that she could have, to show her what a woman is capable of, right? And what I was showing her so far was not what I wanted for her. And it was in that moment that I decided my life was going to be different. I decided to use that fear, to use it as fire, so that I could spread my wings, step out of the cage and start to fly, right? Start to be who I was here to be, because I knew that I had big dreams, I had big visions, I had big aspirations. I knew that I was a visionary. I knew that I was here to live a better life than this, to experience different things to this. I just didn't know how it would be possible as that version of me. But what I didn't realize was that I needed to become someone else. I needed to stretch my wings, because that's when I would become the eagle, right? That's when I would be able to experience new heights. I would be able to experience a new world. I would be able to see things from a different point of view, a different perspective. I would be opened up to a whole new world, a whole new life, a whole new universe, a whole new meaning, a whole new being. And this is why I am so passionate about helping you step into your fear, because the fear never goes. And it doesn't matter what that fear is. It could be fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of never making it, fear of not being good enough, fear of change. But when you step into it, when you embody it, when you embrace it, you can transmute it, and you can use it as your fuel to fire you up, to ignite that fire within you, to ignite that spark, to ignite that passion, so that you can become the person that you are here to be. And you can feel it. You can feel that you're meant for more, right? You can feel it in your gut. You can feel it in your heart. You can feel it in your soul. And when you feel that, it is your duty to fulfill it. It is your duty to live it, because your dreams were given to you for a reason, because you are the only person that is capable of materializing them in the way that you can. You are the only person that is capable of understanding them. You are the only person that is capable of stepping into them and living them and showing others that they can do the same as well. Because when you rise up, when you stretch your wings, when you reach for the stars, when you shine your light so brightly, it leads the way for others. It leads the way for them out of the darkness. It shows them what is possible, because if you can do it, they can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it too. It doesn't matter how scared you are, because the life that you desire, the life that you know you're here to live, the legacy that you know you're here to create, the dreams that you know you're here to fulfill, they are on the other side. You have got to step into it. You have got to take action scared. You have got to embody it and use it to propel you into the future that you crave, to propel you into the person that you're here to be, to propel you into the visionary that you were meant to be, because it's your job to light the way. You are given your mountains for a reason, so that you can use them. You can use them as your message. You can use them as your fuel. You can use them as your North Star to lead the way for others. So next time that you feel scared about taking action, that you feel scared that your dreams are so big, you aren't sure how you're capable of living them, the next time that you feel scared about doing something outside of your comfort zone, maybe it's stepping onto a stage, Maybe it's taking on your first one-to-one client. Maybe it's starting that podcast. Maybe it's starting that YouTube channel. Whatever it is, the next time that you're scared, remind yourself that fear is just excitement without the breath. It is your trajectory of the way to go. It is your path to follow, because what scares you means it's meant for you. You need to follow the fear. Follow the direction that it's sending you. Because I knew in my fear that I wanted change. I knew that I wanted more for my life. That's where the fear was pushing me. But my subconscious fear held me back in my comfort zone. No matter how uncomfortable it is, your brain is wired to keep you where it knows. So your job is to utilize that fear to push you forwards, push you onto the path that you truly want to live. I want you to do it for you, for your family, and for the people that you're here to help, because they're waiting for you to show up. So show up and glow up. You've got this.